Hi, I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for joining me for my weekly guitar blog. It's September 15th, 2013, and this week we're going to discuss how to work on developing feel and confidence. And this question was sent in from Lawrence. He's in Saginaw, Michigan, and he wrote in with this email: I need help working on guitar licks. I can't get them to sound like they would ever or could ever be used in a song. I've watched a whack of YouTube videos on how to play licks and how important feel is, but I still can't get a handle on how to make my own guitar licks sound any good. I think it's my sense of feel. It's not relaxed. What are some ways to solve this? Thanks from Lawrence in Saginaw, Michigan, USA. Well, thanks for writing in, Lawrence. There's a lot of students who go through sometimes long periods where they feel that they have lots of guitar soloing problems, with everything from staying relaxed to having good confidence, to even not feeling good in regard to their physical or their mental preparation for soloing. And let's face it, staying super relaxed and playing confidently does not come easy, especially live on stage. So let's run down a series of important concepts that will, over time, help with developing feel and confidence. Well, for many guitar students at the upper end of the intermediate level, or even those who are starting down the path of the advanced guitar player, learning to analyze both themselves and their playing in a deeper way so that the world of soloing can really open up to them is often a pretty new experience. And here's what I mean. Let's take and start with just a really basic example guitar melody here. So here we go. Now, just jumping into this lick without thinking in any way whatsoever of playing relaxed, playing with confidence, or dynamics, or great feel, or preparing before playing, both physically and mentally, being in the right state of mind, it's just not going to yield the same results. So, for example, if before playing we made sure that we were warmed up and we made sure we had started slowly and methodically, if we were practicing with a metronome earlier in the day, if we tested different kinds of dynamics, if we were experimenting with all kinds of phrasing devices and really placing a huge effort toward our sense of confidence with the playing, the feel, and all that stuff. It makes a big difference as to how we play if we do that. Now, I'm just going to play through a basic chromatic warm-up idea before we move on from this point. So here's a real simple chromatic warm-up. I'd also recommend doing this stuff with a metronome, but I'm just going to play it down for you. It goes like this. Now, playing through a warm-up, or perhaps several minutes of warm-ups, and placing a huge focus on perfect pick connection and no flubbed notes and just excellent playing and so forth will really yield a lot of confidence. It's really going to do a lot of good for us. We'll jumpstart the coordination between the left and right hands. We'll have a chance to concentrate on meter and timing, especially if we're using a metronome. And we'll get a really great feel for finding the pocket and our sense of time. You can even turn on a drum machine and get more feel involved with your sense of timing. There's lots and lots of benefits. Because once we're warmed up in the fingers, our minds are actually warming up as well. And we tend to get more ideas flowing from this. Let's head back to that original guitar lick again, and we'll try something else. This time I want to experiment with the lick by adding in some dynamics and some simple phrasing devices. So here's the same lick, played again, but this time just spiced up a little. Notice that slide that I did in the beginning, the grace note? Just coming into a note from below and giving it a little bit more of an accent. And then the backward slide from 9 to 7 on third string. That nice little quarter step bend, just kind of tweak a note a little bit out of pitch. And then those grace note hammer-ons. Those little hiccup sounding flavor adds to it. And adding that nice bend, coming back into that A note to wrap things up. The thing is, when we're playing from a free, loose, warmed up state of mind, and we simply play differently. And over time, we begin to develop a sense of playing far more from our unconscious mind, where we don't analyze the heck out of what we're doing. We just play loose from the unconscious, where our fingers stay relaxed, and so does our mind. This allows us to tap into new kinds of licks, maybe things and musical ideas that we just don't do very often, and things that feel simple to us because we're just so warmed up. And the simple things never require a lot of physical or mental effort to accomplish with our fingers. They just flow easily. Now let me demonstrate one more guitar lick, and this one, once again, will include some popular phrasing devices like slides, bends, and pull-offs. And just remember, when you play, make a conscious effort to stay loose. Imagine your ideas are flowing naturally with a real relaxed confidence, even if it means that you have to consciously make an effort to be and play relaxed. Then do that. There'll come a time eventually where this will all become automatic for you. Anyway, here's the final example lick, played nice and loose and freely, and here goes. Well, if you haven't figured it out, the trick to gaining the natural style of feel and flow that allows us to unconsciously have excellent meter, timing, and relaxed confidence all boils down to learning to play the guitar with a new point of view. I remember a student at a seminar once asked me why they could never play as well in front of people as they could in their house when they're all alone. And so I said to them, why don't you just try to start imagining that you're playing in front of an audience at your home? You could even set up a bunch of chairs in front of you and pretend you're doing a coffee house performance or something. That imaginative work, it really goes a long way in helping people when they get into the real world situations. See, a lot of time, I think all of this really keeps coming back to your point of view, how you're looking at things. At some time, we all need to concentrate on being comfortable with accomplishing not only technical playing that so many of us work on, but also with our physical and our mental preparation as well. Anyway, that's about all the time I have for today. As always, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.